Hello children, Sairam. Welcome to Social Studies online session. So children, today we are here to learn a new chapter. Before that, I'll ask you a few questions. Have you seen or been to a forest? Okay, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word forest? Yes children? Yes, a forest is a large area of land covered with big trees or other plants. Okay. How are forests useful to us? What do we get from forest? So children, let's learn more about forest in lesson number 11, Forest of India. In this lesson, you will learn about the importance of forests, the types of forests and where they occur in India, the conservation of forests and wildlife. So let's get started. What is a forest? A forest is a large area of land covered mainly with trees and other small plants. That is a vast area of land which is covered with big trees, shrubs, creepers and other small plants. And the trees in the forest, they grow close to each other and they are called natural vegetation. Now tell me, why forests are called natural vegetation? Okay, do we plant trees in a forest? No, right? They grow on their own without any human aid, right? So these trees are not planted by humans, but they grow on their own in the region. So they are called natural vegetation. And you can see different kinds of trees and plants in forest. So the kind of trees and plants that grow depend on the climate and soil of that place. Is it clear, children? Importance of forests. Forests are useful to us in many ways. Like soil, forests are also an important natural resource. So what are natural resources? Yes, you had learned, right? Natural resources are those resources which are available in nature. So forests are also an important natural resource. Now let's see some of the important products that we get from forests. They are as follows. Timber. What is timber? Wood which is used in construction of buildings and for making furniture. Timber which is mainly used for building houses and for making furniture. Firewood. Wood is an important source of energy for cooking and heating for rural population. So firewood is used as fuel. Wood pulp. What is wood pulp? Wood pulp is a small piece of wood which is crushed and which is used to make paper. Is it clear? Rubber, gum, cork and resins which are used to make paint. And we also get medicines from trees. Can you name a few? Yes, basil plant, that is tulsi plant, neem tree, yes, peppermint or pudina. Okay, so we get medicines from trees such as neem. Okay, now let's see how forests are useful to us in other ways. Uses of forest in other ways too. Forests prevent soil erosion and control flood. That is, the roots of the plants hold the soil together and prevent soil erosion. and the roots of the trees, they absorb the excess water and control floods. The trees supply oxygen to the air. That is, forests take in the carbon dioxide that we breathe out and in turn provide us with oxygen we breathe. Okay. Forests increase rainfall by keeping the air cool and releasing water vapor in the air. That is, forest gives out water vapor from their leaves during transpiration, which form the clouds, and later on these clouds precipitate and fall down on the earth in the form of rain. Okay, and there are many communities and tribes who are completely dependent on forest. They are dependent on forest for fuel because they don't get access for gas. So many communities and tribes, they are completely dependent on forest for fuel, fodder, water, timber, minor forest products, and leaf litter for manure preparations. Their religious and social life is woven around the forest in their areas. Forests provide shelter to wild animals. There are many wild animals live in forest, right? So they are habitat to wild animals and birds. Is that clear? Did you know 5,000 years ago, forests covered over half the earth's land. Today, they cover about 1/3 of the earth's land. In India, forests cover about 1/5 of the land. Next, let's learn the types of forest. The area under forest in India has been decreasing. Why it is decreasing? Because we cut down trees to claim farming. Less than 1/4 of land in India is presently covered with forest. So there are 5 main types of forests in India. How many? 5 main types of forests in India. They are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorn forest, mountain or coniferous forest, marshy and tidal forest. So let's learn these one by one. Evergreen forests. Evergreen trees lose their leaves continuously and not all at once. Okay. So new leaves replace the leaves that become old and fall. Just look at the picture how green it is. That is why trees in this forest, they remain green throughout the year. Okay. Rosewood, ebony and mahogany. Rosewood, ebony and mahogany are some evergreen trees. Where are these found? Yes, evergreen forests are found in warm areas with plenty of rainfall. Okay, in India, they are found on the slopes of the Western Ghats and in the northeastern states of India such as Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya and Tripura. So children, did you understand? Is it clear? So with this, I'll stop. The remaining part of this lesson, I'll continue in the next class. So now let's take a small recap of what we have learned today. Okay. First, we learned about forest. Forest is a large area of land covered mainly with trees and other plants. And they are also called natural vegetation because they grow on their own. And they are useful to us in many ways. They are also an important natural resource, and forests are an integral part of tribal life. So children, I'll see you in the next class. Until then, bye. Please go through the textbook.